Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Draft Esports College Basketball. It's week 47 in the Gaming Decathlon competition. We're at the end of season number 16, but it's not yet an off-season special because there's still a little more season to go. I just wrapped up my fifth championship, my fifth conference championship, and that ended up a pretty good affair. So we are on our way to the NCAA tournament. I don't know what bid yet, though. It's not Selection Sunday just yet. First off, we've got some news. For one, I came in to the final round of the conference tournament ranked 24th. I won against DeLand. DeLand drops one place or moves up one place, and I drop out of the rankings. So I win the conference tournament and drop out of the rankings while DeLand cements their spot by getting as deep into the tournament as they did. So, ironic as it may be, DeLand does have a better record than me. I'm 22-9. They're 24-7. So I get that they are ranked higher, despite me beating them not once but twice. But the funny thing was I dropped out of the rankings. But, that has to do with how the other teams are as well. Taking a look at emails here, Norton Finals. I'm not in there. I did have one player at the start of the season on the watch list, and it was Brian Wormley. True freshman, and he is a one and done. I've never had anyone drafted before, and I've definitely not had a one and done, let alone leaving early, period. So this is a brand new experience for me. So I already have 4 scholarships to give out. Now, apparently, I'm going to have 5 as Brian Wormley is leaving early. So this is going to be a heck of a struggle because I still have no one recruited for next season. Still in evaluation period. I have one more scholarship left to offer, and I'm only making mild progress with the guys that are here now, as the entire list of recruits that I had were all recruited elsewhere or ineligible for me. So the list I have now is completely reworked. You've probably seen the last episodes to see that. But let's go ahead and get through the final couple days of the season and get to Selection Sunday.
You have new mail.
And there we go. Now it's time for Selection Sunday. We will watch the show to see where we end up being placed. I would imagine that DeLand is also going to be in the tournament. And let's go ahead and set it to auto. Okay, these are the play-in games. And last play-in game there. Oh no, there's 4 of them in all. That's right. That's for a 12 seed. And finally, here we go into the tournament itself. Oklahoma gets a 1 seed, 24-5 record. Notre Dame, a number 2 seed there in Raleigh, North Carolina. And there we go. CMI, I'm a 14th seed. I'm not higher than that. Wow. I figured I'd be a little bit higher. I've been higher in years past, but all right. There you go. Difficult first round. As let's fly through here so we can get to it. Ohio State. There's Oregon, a 4 seed. DeLand gets a 7 seed. I mean, they're 2 games better than me, and I beat them twice. And they're a 7 seed, and I'm a 14 seed. So they don't think too highly of me. I figured I'd be around an 11 or 12 seed. Maybe a 10. Well, that's going to be a really, really tough matchup for us then. Let's see, are we still recruiting? I did finally get through to Cox, and I think we have a little bit left to unlock. Oh, I've heard. Okay, it's still the same week. All right, so CIT tournament, NC Greensboro and Arkansas Little Rock both into the CIT. We'll see how they do. North Carolina is knocked out. Arkansas Little Rock overcome Alabama A&M, so they're still in it. Now on to the NIT for Appalachian State. I couldn't even tell you which one. Eastern Michigan, I think. CIT. Yeah, so I'm getting Central Michigan, who's number 10 in the country. That's a tough, I think, unfair matchup for me, but it is what it is. We'll have to do our best. I suppose my RPI could have been a factor, as we are only 38. So Appalachian State wins against Kansas State. Eastern Michigan wins. Here's the second round in the CIT for Arkansas Little Rock. They have to play Missouri. And they get a second win, so they're going to get even deeper. And again, here I am playing a 3 seed. It is so difficult for a 14 to overcome a 3 seed. Also, DeLand playing Virginia Tech, Appalachian State, NIT versus Mississippi State, and Eastern Michigan in the next round against Illinois Chicago. So big day here. Before we get into it, though, let's see what we have on the scouting report. Central Michigan playing in Conference C. Wow, they are quite high, higher than I would expect. And in terms of the matchup, I'm actually looking pretty decent. Wormley, the true freshman. Let's see, Forney's a senior graduating. Wise is a senior graduating. I'm gonna struggle next season, and then I'm losing Wormley too. I'm only getting Perry and Smallback, so this is my heyday. Can we go down in a blaze of glory? Let's see, they run a slow-paced offense, not many offensive freedom baskets. That's good. Spot a balanced attack, primary set being a triangle offense. Defense rarely seem to press half court. Their primary defense, man-to-man. For pressure defense, they go with a full court man-to-man, but it's rare that they use it. Belair's their point guard. Good free throw shooter. Does a good job passing when doubled, seeing teammates on the wing. Excellent one-on-one player with great ball handling ability. Has become adept at anticipating passes and making steals. Johnson. Nice shooting stroke, soft touch, high release points on his shot. Free throw shooting fell off some lately, but is solid. Has good vision, passing ability. Has good ability to create shots for himself with deft ball handling ability. Defensively, he does a good job staying in front of his man and limiting drives. Melson, times when the scoreboard won't keep up with him, he scores so fast. Melson, 8.6 points per game. I don't think so. Other times, however, it's easy to forget he's on the court. Quality free throw shooter, solid rebounder who boxes out well. Okay, so Melson not looking too good. I think we'll have a clear advantage over him, regardless of what it says here. 40's not my top player, so I suppose that kind of levels things off there. But J Guy, this guy is a solid rebounder. He has good shooting mechanics, but has a slow release and a poor free throw shooter, but has shown some improvement. Decent shot blocker with good timing, so Small could struggle against the size difference. 5 inches between them. Melson's got 4 inches on Forney. Johnson's got 4 on Perry, and Belair's has got almost a foot on Wormley. The only matchup that's level on that is Wise. So size is definitely going to be their thing, so we're going to need speed. Last report here on Page, the senior center, and look at their team. It's all upperclassmen starters. There are times when the scoreboard won't keep up with him. Easy to forget he's on the court. Crashes the glass with reckless abandon. How's he doing? 6.5 rebounds per game. So yeah, Wise look probably going to struggle there. Has good timing for blocked shots off the ball and on smaller perimeter players. Has a good shooting form. He just needs repetition in practice and better focus to improve upon his free throw shooting. Big scorers are Johnson and Page. Belair is definitely their assist guy. And their rebounds are definitely coming from their big men. Bench. Their numbers are actually all better than mine, but my players apparently have the advantage over theirs. So from this, you look at it, we've got a chance. We've got a chance. All right, so we head to the game. We're going to slow things down right away. We'll play at an 8 here in the first half. And let's get to the game. Page opens up with a turnover, and Perry misses the first 3 of the game. Melson gets the rebound going the other way, and Wise already committing a foul right off the bat. Forney gets a steal, and Perry is able to get the first score of the game. So there you go. That's a good start for us. But, of course, they make it level right back down at the other end as they got multiple chances with 2 offensive rebounds. Forney, though, makes a 2-pointer there, and Guy goes down and scores right at the other end. So we're definitely exchanging shots here early on. Wise with a steal on that one gives us a chance to actually stretch, but he turns it back over. And then gets the rebound after the missed 3. Perry misses that shot, though, and we're a lot of back and forth here early on, so pretty balanced. Another missed 3, so we're 0 of 2. 3 of 7, both teams 3 of 7 shooting early on. Rebounds are 6 to 2 their way, though. Wormley with the block. Job from the freshman on that one, and Wise slams it home for an 8-6 lead here. But again, they immediately answer right back. Forney missing the 3, and Central Michigan see their first lead of the game at 10 to 8. All 10 points from the post. Wise levels score, and then Page turns it over. We miss another shot, so a lot of misses here early on. But I guess we're shooting 5 of 11, so it's not as bad as it seems. And they finally get a score from someone outside. McCamey gets his shot missed as he comes into the game for the first time. And McCamey then commits the foul as well, puts them on the charity stripe. They make both of them. Perry misses another 3. We're 0 of 4 from beyond the arc at this point. But there's our first 3 made as Travis Snow, coming out of the media timeout, drains the 3-pointer to close the lead to 1. McCamey gets the 2-pointer there to close the lead back down to 1. It's 16-15 at this point. Smith commits the foul. Davey missed 3. Mapp gets the rebound. Halfway point. And McCamey again scores. So he's really shining here with this second unit. And gets another dunk again, so big there. But Oren makes a 3, steals the ball, gets the fast break, so huge 5-point run there for CMI. And then after we turn it over, we give away 2 more. And a 3, so big run. This is definitely time to use a timeout, even though Wise, well, he stops the bleeding with the layup. But they are on fire right now, Central Michigan is. as I'm not shutting them down at all at the moment. Perry gets the defensive rebound. My starters are all back in there, so this is the group that needs to make something happen. Perry with the block shot. And after the offensive rebound, Wise puts it home. Close the gap a little bit. And another dunk, this time from Wise. So McCamey and Wise are taking it right to the rim here. Wise now 5 of 7 shooting at 10 points. And Forney drains the 3, our second of the game. That was big. That closes it right back down to a 1-point game. And we have the lead here with 3.5 to go in the half. Wormley has his shot blocked. I'm really surprised he's going to the NBA, by the way, because his numbers have not been fantastic. He might be seen as an NBA talent, but he's not ready for the NBA yet. He's had a decent season here, but he has been my 3rd or 4th best player all season long. About 4th best player, I'd say 5th actually. Wise, McCamey, Forney, and Perry have all been better this season. Anyway, we approach halftime with a little bit of a lead starting to open up. McCamey there makes another 2-pointer, so I'm getting a lot of points at the center position. Tafflinger gets his first bucket, but his only shot so far. Travis Snow, nice, just in time, just before half. And we go into halftime up 40-35. So nice job here. Chance for the upset. We start the second half right away with Courtney Perry picking up the foul and going to the line, making both free throws to stretch the lead to 7 here in the opening minute of the second half. Wise now sitting on 12 points on 6 of 8 shooting. Wormley not producing much, but he does have 3 assists at least and 2 blocks. Perry's also got 2 blocks. And neither have committed a turnover. The group on the court right now, the starting 5, only have 1 turnover between them. So we're +7 on turnover. So even though we're -9 on rebounds, we're absolutely getting hammered there. We are level on shooting. We're 5 of 6 from the charity stripe. And that all has an impact. So it's 45-40 here as time ticks on. Wise with turnover on that one. We'll slow it down a little bit more here for the second half. And a lot of their points coming from free throws at this point as they close it to 3. Forney misses the 3-point. Wormley gets the offensive rebound, and Small is able to drain the 2-pointer and gets sent to the free throw line, but he cannot convert the 3-point opportunity. And then Small commits a foul at the other end, but it looks like it was a non-shooting. And Johnson turns it over, but then Perry turns it over, so both teams a little back and forth right now. After Nelson misses the 3, we get the rebound, and now Wise turns it over. So one after another turnover between the two teams. And this time, Derek Johnson makes the layup to close the lead to 3 with 14 minutes to play. Perry follows Forney's miss with the rebound. Keeps possession for us. We go to the free throw line, and David Wise is able to make both free throws after being fouled by Mark Page. And then Wormley gets a steal down at the other end halfway through the time there. And Jamal Small gets the slam, seemingly on the fast break. We are now shooting almost 50% from the field. And even though we are -5 on rebounds, we do have the lead here, 51-44, with 13 minutes to go in this one. Jamal Small now with 11 points. Winston McCamey has 8, but he is shooting 4 of 6. If Wormley and Perry were doing a little bit better, we could be running away with this thing. But their struggles are helping to keep things close. Small gets another 2-pointer there as both teams exchange buckets. Small gets the block, but the ball goes to Finley, and Finley is able to finish. Chance to close the lead down to potentially 1 bucket here. They miss the 3 in that attempt, and Perry gets the rebound, so we're going to go back the other way. Momentum ever so slightly going my way, but it's pretty balanced right now between the two teams. Wormley misses another shot, and then Forney commits the foul, and Aaron made the shot and the free throw, so Oren gets 3 points. And Small misses, so now they have a chance to tie, and they do. Derek Johnson ties. This is going to be a good time to use a timeout here, as Travis Snow also just missed that 3. And Travis Snow gets a steal. I use that time to take the timeout, slow things down a little bit as we're level at 53. And it does pay off as Forney comes out of the timeout with just his 3rd bucket of the game on 9 attempts. And after Belair's misses his 3-point attempt, Perry gets the rebound. Forney gets his shot blocked, and Belair's is going to send it the other way. But Perry also blocks shots. We're exchanging blocks right now. Both teams now 11 blocks combined between the two. And Belair's, after a rebound, after a steal actually, slams it to tie the score. Here, Wise gets the 3-point play after being fouled on his bucket with just under 8 minutes to play. We had a chance to pull out a little bit more of a lead. Tafflinger misses the 3, though, to double the lead. Wise does get the offensive rebound, so I'm still in possession here. Slow down even more. And David Wise finishes it off at the end of the play there. Travis Snow now with his steal. His 3rd of the game already. Page, another foul. Guy's got to be just about fouled out by this point. Wise missed the jump, but he makes both free throws, so he's doing really good. Wise has 21 points and 8 boards. He does have 5 turnovers, though. But it's 62-55 with 5.5 to play. Turnovers plus 7. That's been really big for us. McCamey gets a rebound. Oren missed 3-pointer. They are shooting 3 of 20 beyond the arc. I'm 2 of 12 beyond the arc. Both 3-pointers came early in the first half after a few early misses. I guess about midway through the first half. Wormley commits the foul, sending them to the free throw line. And it was actually a 3-point chance, and they get all 3 points out of it. But McCamey comes to the other end to stretch that lead back to 6 with 4.5 to play. So we do have a lead, but it's a pretty small one. We get 1 free throw out of Courtney Perry. But Small got the offensive rebound and then puts it back. So we actually get the unconventional 3-point play and stretch the lead to 9 momentarily. But Russell Davey drains the 3 and gets the steal, and Finley completes it a few seconds later for the fast break. So huge 5-point swing there by Russell Davey, but McCamey comes right back down to the other end to score to get the lead back up to 69-63, and now Finley gets a 3-point play as well as he's fouled on his dunk. David Wise again. So my centers have been absolutely huge for me. Small also with 15 points though. So this has very much been a game in the post. But you can see Mark Page struggling, just 7 points. John Guy does have 12 though. So he and Small have really traded buckets. And again, Small this time gets fouled and goes to the charity stripe, gets both points. 73-68 with 2 minutes to play. I'm getting a real chance in this ball. Mark Page gets a steal though, as we go inside the last 2 minutes. And John Guy gets another, his 14th point of the game, closing the lead to 73-70 with 1:40 to play. Ooh, I should have used a timeout there. Mark Page, defensive rebound after Wise misses that jump shot. Johnson misses the three. Forney gets the rebound. Now I'll use a 30-second timeout with 1:15 to play. This would be a huge, huge bucket if we can get one here, even if it's just a two-pointer. And there it is. David Wise with the slam, his 25th point of the game. Forces Central Michigan into the timeout with under a minute to play. And we lead by 5. They miss the three, but they get the offensive rebound. They miss the inside putback, and Wormley grabs the rebound with 39 seconds to play. They foul him. But Perry misses one. Okay, he makes the first, misses the second. That stretches the lead to 6. Another timeout for Michigan. They've only got one 30-second timeout remaining. And let's take our final timeout here. 76-70 with 17 seconds left to play. Perry makes 1 of 2, and CMI uses their last timeout. 9 seconds left to play. I think we've got the win here. They miss the 3. Guy gets the offensive rebound. 4 seconds to play. 3 seconds to play. They drain the 3 as time runs out. Final score, 77-73. We're heading to the second round of the tournament. 25 points from Wise, 17 from Small. 9 boards, almost a double-double from Wise. Big upset. We were the 14 seed. They're the number 10 team in the country. Check in on the other teams. DeLand goes down to Virginia Tech, even though they were the ranked team and the higher tournament-ranked team. Appalachian State is out. Eastern Michigan is out. So the only winner on the day is us. We've got NC Wilmington next. Let's see, where were we at on recruiting? Still evaluation. Okay, still the same week.
You have new mail.
All right, the 11 seed, so they also had the upset. Nice. They're in Conference G. And look at that. Look at the matchups. I've got a bunch of advantages here. All right, well, let's get to it. Second round. Can we, for the first time, reach the second weekend of the tournament? Can we get into the Sweet 16 in our Sweet 16th season? Yeah, 16 seasons already. This is only my second appearance in the second round of the tournament. Can we get to the third round? We're going to go a little faster through this one. NC Wilmington gets the scoring going early on, but we finally get things underway ourselves. 5 minutes into this one, it's just 8-7. Actually shooting 50%. 18-15 now at the 10-minute mark. Rebounds are pretty level. We have not committed a turnover yet, and they've had 2. We're starting to open up a little bit of a lead here, so things are looking good. They are closing it back down. They are up 6-0 on blocks compared to us, so that is kind of the one area of improvement needed thus far, as we've got a small lead approaching halftime, 39-34. Use 130 here before halftime. We get a bucket out of it. That's good because we're going to lose that one anyway. All right, we'll go down to 9 here for a little bit. 51-46 right now with 18 to play. David Wise on 10 points already. Forney's got 7. Perry's got 8. And Wormley, much better today with 8. points himself, but no assists for the point guard. Rebounds, -3. Turnovers, +1. Field goal, 58% compared to 50%. Free throws, same number made. They are 4 of 11 on three-pointers. We're just 2 of 4. A little surprising that we've only had 4 attempts so far. And with 15 to play, it's 55-53. Forney now into double digits. Just 1 rebound for Small and Wise each at this point in the game. Compared to their counterparts, each have 6. So they're getting slammed in the rebound category. Meanwhile, my wing players are the ones that are getting most of the boards for us, keeping us relatively close on that. We're -6 on rebounds right now. Start to slow it down a little bit more with 11 left to play. We are +4 scoring right now, and it's still at 60% field goal shooting, and they're still at 50%. Alright, so let's go start following the action. Perry with the turnover, and Forney commits the foul, so bad time to see it. But the offensive foul now coming out of that gives us the ball back. And then they committed another foul, so that was a lot of fouls in a row there. It's going to send Wise to the line where he makes 1 of 2. And then after they make a 3, Travis Snow has his shot attempt blocked. And we see some more fouls. So fouls, big story to this game so far, as both teams over 20 attempts already. And we trail by 1 with 8 to play. And we're now -10 on rebounds and only +2 on turnovers. So that's our struggle. We're cooling off on shooting just a little bit as we're down to 56%. That seems to be the difference at the moment. Tafflinger makes a layup to close the lead to 1, but James Howard goes to the other end, making the three-pointer to open the lead up a little bit. Then David Wise goes to the free throw line, missing both free throws. That hurts. Time for a timeout. And we're still struggling. All of a sudden, we trail big. Tafflinger finally gets a score for us. Finally gets started back on the court here for the final 5 minutes. And big one. Tafflinger and Forney back-to-back. That's 5 points just like that, but Powers stretches the lead back a little bit, but we are a little closer now at 80-76. And after a rebound from Forney, Small gets the two-pointer to close the lead back down to 2. Forney having a big day, 15 points for him, 5 of 8 shooting. McCamey, perfect, but only 6 points. Trailing a little bit with 2.5 to go. Very much still in this game. But a couple sequences like this and it's going to be over. We get 1 of 2 from the line. Miss another chance after they got their 2. And now we're inside 2 minutes and they just stretch the lead at 7 with 1:54 to play. 7 of 18 from 3. That and plus 13 on rebounds for them is the difference in this game. Lead closed to 6 now, but they've got the ball. It's time to work the ref a little bit. Alright, we finally get the ball back with a minute to play. So they almost took a full minute off the clock there. And Forney misses the 3, but Perry gets the offensive rebound with 45 seconds to play. We miss another 3 from Forney and another offensive rebound from Wormley. Time is running out on this one. We need a bucket, and soon. Third miss. Forney misses 3 straight three-pointers. And that's pretty much going to do it. So the big scorer on the day falls apart there. And here goes time. We're about to lose this game. 8 seconds. 7 seconds. Do I even get the ball back? No, I don't. That does it. So we go down 86-80. We had our chances. 43 three-pointers in a row missed over a 25-second stretch. So that's going to wrap up the season. But we do get to the second round of the NCAA tournament, so that's pretty big for us. But it certainly could have been a bigger one because that was very much a winnable game. They shot well from 3, we shot terrible from 3, and that was the difference. That also ends the weekend. So back into recruiting now. It is a contact period, so this is the pivotal time for us. I get 3 guys already with scholarships being offered. We'll start with these 3. New Mexico, that's a bit far on location, so maybe I'll go with academics. Parents, they care a little bit about academics, but they don't have a whole lot of influence. Okay, now that's an obvious one for academics. All right, so Hearns, we are 4th on his list. This is definitely our best chance. And location works for him as he's actually a local kid, like the only one. So location, we'll visit. All right, well, that's 3. Smith has got to be one to go after. Academics, yeah. We'll see how that goes, and then we'll offer a scholarship next week if it goes well. Actually, I might as well just do it now. Could always revoke it if it doesn't go well, so there you go. We'll try those guys. And we'll go from there. So, and Cox. Let's put that call in. Get the last of the information. It's the only player that I haven't had. We finally unlocked him, and it's still slow going. Alright, let's go ahead and sim through the week. Massive week for me. I really need to get some positive recruiting here.
You have new mail.
Well, nobody signed yet. How did it go? Ben Waltman. Okay, that was good. Petty. Visit went well. Good. Hearns. Yes. And Smith. No. Okay, so Smith is a no-go. No surprises on that one. So that's okay. The other 3, that's progress. That is definitely progress. Quick look at conference leaders. We were the highest scoring team. Definitely the highest assisting team, obviously. We were 3rd on steals. Okay, so Smith's going to be out. Looks like Mead, somebody we made some progress with this week, and Waltman, Petty, and Hearns. Look at that. All of them jumped to triple plus. We might go after Mead. All right, let's start with eliminating anyone who did sign elsewhere. He decided he doesn't like us. Excuse me. So we'll take Smith out. Could go after Grudman. Get the JC transfer. It's been a while since I picked up a JC transfer. There you go. Mead, we're up to 9th on his list, so that's a possibility. Swift up to 7th, and that's a small forward. I need a small forward, so maybe I'll go after this guy. Academics matter to him. Overall, it's a B. Scoring's a B. Pretty balanced. Defense is not good, though. But I need players. I really do. He's 6'8". Let's go ahead. Is this a visit week? I've got the team budget for it. Is it not a contact week? Waltman, only number 10. That's as far as we got. Petty, number 9. Hearns, we're up to number 3. Dang. Not a lot of progress made on those. Let's finish Cox off on the facilities. There you go. And Hayward signed with Appalachian State. Oh, how funny. Alright, so the list gets a little smaller. Grudman's that next guy that I'll go after if we don't get the ones that we set up for there. Okay, it is a quiet period, so... It's the end of March. So final record for the year is 23-10. It's a pretty darn good season. We get to the second round of the NCAA tournament, so that's all good. All right, so the Final Four matchup, Notre Dame and Duke go at it, with Duke coming out the winner. You got Southern Illinois and UNLV. UNLV, wow. Not only are they a number 1 seed, but they are in the final against Duke. UNLV. They were actually 5th, but they do get apparently the last number 1 seed. Either Virginia or Kansas missed. It must have been Virginia if they're 4th. And Notre Dame gets a number 2 seed from 6th in the country entering. So you've got the number 1 team, number 1 seed overall, likely, in Duke. Definitely the favorites. Well, let's get to that recruiting. Dead period. So that was it. That was my last chance to reach these guys, huh? Oh gosh, am I going to sign anyone? Am I going to sign anyone for this season? Oh, I'm scared. I'm very scared. Oh, this could be awful. I have 4 openings, and actually 5 because Wormley declared for the draft.
You have new mail.
Ooh, UNLV upsets Duke to win the NCAA championship. On to the awards. I don't know if these guys are signing or not. Norton, A.J. Boardman of Kansas wins it. Boardman also Freshman of the Year. Lamar Price of UNLV, no surprise on that one. And let's go ahead and head to Conference L. Player of the Year, Brad Johnson of Long Beach State. Freshman of the Year, Brandon West. So it wasn't even Wormley, and yet he's declaring for the draft. Defensive Player of the Year, Marty Townsend out of Appalachian State. Coach of the Year, Jason Simmons. First team all-conference, Brad Johnson, Marty Townsend, David Willis, Matt Milton, Sterling Johnson. So I get nobody in the first team all-conference. How about second team? Courtney Perry. There's one. And David Wise. Both make second team all-conference. So I get two guys into second team all-conference. But again, Wormley doesn't even make any of those things, and yet he's heading to the NBA. Not sure he's going to get himself drafted. And he was only about my fifth best player on the year.
You have new mail.
Oh, man. I've got nothing here. Win conference tournament, win 15 plus games. Had a good year there. Is recruiting done? Is recruiting done? Oh my goodness. Did I get no players? Here we go. Last chance. Did I get all four? I got all four. Oh, buddy. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. One more time. Thank you. That was... I was freaked out. Seriously, I was scared that I was literally getting no one. Final rankings. I'm not in there. But 23-10. We make it. I get my guys. Let's see what happens. I'm skipping staff hiring. I've got my guys for next season, so nothing happening there.
You have new mail.
Meeting with the board. This is always a big one. Facilities, budget, time I don't need to worry about as I cannot be fired. We did get a facilities upgrade last time, so we're going to look for a budget upgrade.
You have new mail.
Request approved! Request approved, finally. So we've improved enough the last few seasons as we climb into Division K. As we've moved up, I finally am getting the last 2 years in a row. Requests have been approved. So that was big. All right, so final kind of season review here as we end up with our 5th conference title. I managed to get all 4 recruits that I went after in the end, luckily. And we get a budget increase for next season. How much? I don't know, but at least it's a budget increase. So we don't make it into the polls this season, but we were oh so close. And kind of the one thing I'm curious about is where is Wormley in the end of the season? Where is he going to show up on that matter? I think we're going to have to go through a lengthy process here in updating players. So
You have new mail.
That's probably the mail that's going to show the draft, actually. But this update takes a little while. So we'll see that one as I wrap things up. We'll see if Wordley is drafted in the end. If he's not, I'm going to be pretty ticked that he's left us as early as he has, because it looks like I'm in for another rebuilding year at this point, with as many players as I'm losing to graduation, and losing Wormley, who I was hoping to at least get 2 or 3 seasons out of. But let me go ahead and start wrapping things up. We'll hang around for a few seconds and see if that email pops up. But that's going to do it for this episode and this Sweet 16 season. I'm Decathlon Gamer, and remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe, and tune in next time on my road to the record. Looks like it's just about done, so we'll try to take a look. Maybe. There it is, finalizing. Saving. So much to do. So much anticipation for Wormley. Oh, it didn't even show up the draft yet. Okay, I think it's going to happen a little bit later, so I'll just let you know how that goes. Bye for now.